Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel.
Last night's illegal fireworks scene described as a war zone in Santa Maria. High-tech aerial surveillance helping track down the culprits.
Last winter's rains means a spike in summer mosquitoes, plus the discovery of 2 new invasive species.
And today's talkback with San Luis Obispo County, the Every Woman Counts program.
Temperatures are stagnating through the rest of the week. I'll have that forecast for you tonight.
Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel, we'll share a new timeline in the search for Kyle Doan, the 5-year-old swept away during the winter rains.
Some local kids are getting free shoes. I'll tell you where they're coming from.
And one of the biggest moneymakers on the Central Coast is just days away. We'll preview the Santa Barbara County Fair.
Temperatures are staying mild on the coast and warm inland. I'll have your forecast tonight.
Today at 4 on Santa Maria's News Channel 12, new developments in the murder case of a Guadalupe woman. Her husband now named as a suspect, and the search goes international.
Waterfront parking fees are going up. We'll have reaction.
And we'll visit Santa Maria's air tanker base ahead of high fire season.
Although we have a comfortable weekend ahead of us, there is a heat wave due for next week. I'll have that forecast for you tonight.
Coming up at 4 from Santa Maria's News Channel 12.
A legend in flood control in Santa Barbara County is honored. I'll show you the plaque.
Thieves are unlocking a new way to access multiple mailboxes at once. We have expert tips to keep your mail safe.
Local medical students are getting hands-on training in San Luis Obispo. I'll bring you a live report.
The heat wave is here. We'll have what temperatures you can expect through this week coming up tonight.
Next at 4 from Santa Maria's News Channel 12, local hospital workers on the picket lines today in San Luis Obispo County. They say they are exhausted and the hospital needs to hire more workers.
A high-profile Santa Barbara private investigator goes to court, then goes to jail. I'm in the courtroom and I'll have all the details.
The heat wave has started with heat alerts going into effect. I'll have what you need to know tonight.
Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel, a shocking scene at the Santa Barbara Harbor following the discovery of a body.
Preparing for extreme heat heading our way. We'll have some tips to keep you safe and cool. And the Santa Barbara County Fair is now open at the Santa Maria Fair Park. We'll take you there.
It's time to seek shade or air conditioning. The heat wave is starting, especially inland. Your forecast tonight.
Today at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel, we're getting new information about last night's tragic apparent drowning at Red Rock. The coroner has released the victim's identity.
Major upgrades to San Luis Obispo's water resource facility for the first time in 90 years.
The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office unveils a new resource for search and rescues.
Plus, the heat wave is here through the weekend. You'll want to find ways to stay cool, and I'll have that forecast for you tonight.
Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel.
New life-changing opportunities for children of local farm workers. Word is going out to those who are eligible.
Making the most out of office space while some employees still work from home. 4 local entrepreneurs share their new blueprint.
The replica of a Spanish ship from 1542 is coming to the Santa Barbara Harbor for Old Spanish days.
Santa Maria swears in a new fire chief, a familiar face to many. His plan ahead of high fire season.
Have a local issue that's bothering you? Bring it up to Assemblymember Greg Hart. He's holding sidewalk table hours in more than a half-dozen cities.
And the Mid-State Fair kicks off moments from now. We'll bring you a live look.
Plus, the heat is starting to ramp up again into the weekend. I'll have your forecast tonight.
Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel.
Well ahead of Old Spanish days, many businesses are already showing their fiesta spirit.
The family of a Guadalupe woman reported missing and later discovered dead near the border in San Diego is needing help with unexpected expenses.
Discover how Santa Barbara County's restorative justice program is fighting back to revolutionize school discipline.
Coming up at 4, after 150 years, the Santa Barbara News Press files for bankruptcy, leaving its employees jobless.
Will it soon be life in the fast lane? More money's coming in for the freeway widening project.
Off-roading at Oceana Dune gets an unexpected lifeline as a court ruling overturns plans to shut it down.
Plus, we have above average temperatures all week long. I'll have your warm forecast tonight.
Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel, Hunter Biden's plea deal unravels in court. We'll have the fallout between federal prosecutors and the president's son.
It's one of the biggest fundraisers of the year for the Santa Barbara County Food Bank. We'll take you to today's Empty Bowls Luncheon in Lompoc.
Set sail on a historic 50th anniversary journey as the Santa Barbara to King Harbor yacht race returns. Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel.
A hovering object the size of a football field floating above Vandenberg. What we're learning from congressional hearings on UFOs.
Enrollment is up at Carpinteria's FFA, and students are getting their animals ready for the Ventura County Fair.
Ramping up mental health services for local firefighters, the nonprofit bringing new coping mechanisms for those who need it most. Live at 4 on Santa Barbara's News Channel. Do you live on the Central Coast and you have some spare time on your hands? If so, a local center needs your help.
The Mid-State Fair celebrates its final weekend in Paso Robles with Kids Day. We'll check out a few fair favorites.
Temperatures are staying warm over the weekend, but we're cooling down next week. I'll have that forecast for you tonight.
A new arsenal and high fire season. Santa Barbara County Fire receives an infusion of funds. We'll tell you how much.
They're building the mercados for old Spanish days, and one of them will be in a brand new location.
A large-scale community project moves forward near Orchid, the link between senior housing and turn-of-the-century oil fields.
We have a little cool down through midweek before temperatures warm up again. I'll have your full forecast tonight.